Fashion. Yes, welcome to the module where we will talk about fashion. Fashion for cross-dressers and transgender women is probably one of the most favorite topics, but we make a lot of mistakes when we go out there and start shopping for clothes if we don't consider a few factors. So in this module, we will cover all those factors of what we should be considering while we go out there and start building our feminine wardrobe. Also, we will look at what are the bare minimum things that you need to get started. We will look at the traditional styles. We will look at the Western styles, because most of us are into both. India fortunately is a land where the traditional style is followed by so many girls, and at the same time we have been influenced by the Western fashion styles as well. So we will cover all of that. Now let's look at the things to consider when you go out there and start shopping. The first thing that you have to consider while you're starting your shopping or trying to create your feminine wardrobe is your lifestyle needs. Yes, what do I mean by lifestyle? Well, ask yourself, how many times do you dress up? Do you dress up mostly on weekends? Do you dress up probably once in a month? Do you dress up once during a party or a queer event? Or are you someone who dresses full time? This will help you decide how many clothes you need. The second thing that you have to consider is, where do you go when you step out? Yes, if you're someone who goes mostly to formal places like an office or meeting friends, then you have to shop according to that. If you're someone who dresses up and goes out mostly to parties and glamorous events, then you need to shop according to that. The third thing that you have to consider is, whenever you dress up, what is it that you do? Make a list of all the activities that you do and start shopping accordingly. Do you want to just sit and watch television? Do you want to cook? Do you want to invite your friends at home? Do you want to take pictures? So these are the things you have to keep in mind whenever you are doing your shopping. This is basically and this will give you an idea of your entire lifestyle. So sit, write down your lifestyle, what kind of dressing up needs you have, and start shopping accordingly. Just don't go out there and buy whatever you feel like buying, because you will end up buying things which you will never wear, and it will be a waste of your time, it will be a waste of your money. Another thing that you have to remember is, whenever you're portraying yourself as a feminine person, what is the vibe that you want to portray? Do you want to portray yourself as a very decent girl, as a classy girl, as a very elegant girl? Then your shopping needs to match that vibe. So your lifestyle needs, how many times you dress up, what do you do when you dress up? Make a list of all these things. What kind of image do you want to portray? This will help you to get started with your shopping. One very easy way to get started is, look at celebrities or women who have a similar body structure like yours, and see what kind of image they portray in public. Look at maybe you can look at their movies, maybe you can look at their social media posts, and see what kind of personality or what kind of vibe they are trying to portray, and you can try to take inspiration from them and start building your own wardrobe. Why this is important is because your clothes can only do so much, but it will depend on your body structure. If you're someone who is petite, you can look at a girl or a celebrity who has a similar body structure and copy her fashion style, or take inspiration from her fashion style. If you're someone who is like me, who's very tall with broad shoulders, you can look at women or celebrities who are tall and big and see what looks good on them. It will give you a very nice idea to get started. The next thing that you have to do is to learn to create a wardrobe setup. Yes, Whether it is, traditional saris or salwars that you want to buy, or you want to create a wardrobe of western dresses, you have to create a setup of your wardrobe. A setup is also called a wardrobe capsule. What do I mean by a wardrobe setup or a wardrobe capsule? Basically, a capsule or a wardrobe capsule is a collection of clothes that you can mix and match and create different outfits from. Let me give you an example. You can have one capsule for parties. In that capsule, you have your dresses and your accessories and your stuff that you will use only when you go out for parties. You can have another capsule for office. If you're going to office, what are the clothes you want to wear? What are the accessories that you want to use? Create one capsule for your office. You can create another capsule just for your home wear, where you can mix and match clothes and use that capsule to keep your clothes that you will be using when you are at home. You can create one more capsule for an everyday look, a casual look when you're meeting friends or just going to a cafe to meet someone. So if you create these different capsules, it will be very easy for you to decide what to wear and what not to wear whenever there is an occasion, right? And this also helps you to be very structured. This also helps you to build a wardrobe where you know what is missing and what is not missing. If you keep everything together, it will be very difficult for you to know what is it that you need and what is it that you don't need. Creating wardrobe capsules will help you eliminate a lot of dresses and clothes that you never wear. So start creating wardrobe capsules. Now let's understand how to create a wardrobe capsule for ethnic dresses. To start with, you can buy 2 to 3 saris, 2 to 3 salwars. When it comes to saris, you will need blouses and you will need petticoats. So when you're buying petticoats, go for color black, white or beige color, because beige is also called nude. These 3 colors will help you to wear with any saris that you have, because these are very basic colors and you can wear it with, you can mix and match it with anything, any sari that you want to wear on top of it. When it comes to blouses, either you can get it stitched, but if you are not able to find a good tailor and you're just someone who wants to get started, what you can do is you can go for lycra blouses. Lycra blouses are something which are stretchy and they come up to sizes 42, 44, which will easily fit to anyone who is a cross-dresser or a transgender person and has bigger shoulders than mine. When I was getting started, I did not know, who's a good tailor, where to get blouses stitched. So even I started with, a few pairs of lycra blouses. Now let's understand something very exciting, which is the different types of saris in India. And depending on what saris you like, you can start building your wardrobe. Well, there are so many types of saris in India that the list can be endless. So in this module, I've covered, some of the most popular types of saris, and you can look at, which sari styles, interests you more and get started with it. The first, type of sari that I want to talk about is Kanjivaram. Yes, Kanjivaram is one of the most popular saris in India. It comes from Tamil Nadu. You can see how it looks. It has that traditional Tamilian look and it looks really good if you're going to a formal event. Kanjivaram saris are the best. Next type of sari is called Nawari sari from Maharashtra. The name of this sari basically means 9 yards, which is the length of the sari. It looks very elegant. If you're someone who is from Maharashtra, you will see that a lot of girls wear Nawari saris. Then you have Bandhani saris from Gujarat. You have Tat saris from Bengal. Tat saris are very famous during Durga Puja. You will see a lot of women wearing, these Tat saris during Durga Puja because it's like one of the favorite saris of Bengali women. Another type of sari which is very famous and which you must think of buying is Banarasi sari from Varanasi. These saris are by far one of the most popular saris in India because not only they look very beautiful, they are also mostly made of silk, which give them that very soft texture and that elegant look. Another sari is called Chikankari sari from Lucknow. These saris are a little different because they have a lot of embroidery on it. If you look at some of the pictures of women who are wearing chikankari saris, you will see that it immediately gives them that classy, elegant appearance. So if you are someone who loves this kind of look, definitely go for a chikankari sari which is from Lucknow. Another sari that you can think of is called Kasavu sari from Kerala. Originally, this sari was more like a dhoti and a stole which was worn around it, but in the modern times it has transformed into a fancy sari. So you can also think of buying a Kasavu sari. It looks very elegant. Another type of sari which is a little different is called Fulkari sari from Punjab. These saris look very vibrant because of the colored cloths which are used. If you see women from Punjab, many of them will be wearing these very colored prints saris which are all Fulkari saris. So if you are someone who loves that kind of an appearance, go for these kind of saris. Now if you are someone who is starting out and doesn't know out of these saris what should I buy, what should I not buy, another option to look at is just to buy a plain sari. Yes, plain saris can also look very beautiful if you know what kind of blouse or what kind of a blouse will go well with it. So next, let us look at how we can buy a plain sari and pair it up with a good blouse. Well, there is no thumb rule to choosing a specific design for a blouse to match it or pair it with a sari or to match it with a plain sari. But here are a few things that you can keep in mind. Let's say you have a plain sari which has a thin or a thick border. What you can do is you can go for any kind of a brocade or embroidered blouse. This will look really good with a plain sari which has a thin or a thick border. Just remember that with a plain sari which has a thick or a thin border, avoid blouses which have any kind of embellished work on it. Another type of a plain sari that you can also go for is a sari which doesn't have a thick or a thin border. With these kind of saris, any kind of blouse designs will go well. Be it brocade, be it embroidered or embellished blouse designs, all three will go really well with a plain sari without any border. If you want to wear a plain sari for a party or an event, you can try ruffle blouses or boat neck blouses. These two types of blouse designs look very nice with a plain sari, especially during an event or a party.